In this video, I'm going to be showing you how using this ICT strategy you can completely dominate London session. And I need you to pay close attention because this indicator that we're using is really good to mark out your Asian session, London session and New York session. If you want access to it, comment down below and I'll send it straight to you. But no further, let's get started, right? So you only trade within the London session Killzone, which is from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. on the 5-minute time frame, and then you need to mark out the highs and the lows of Asian session. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now, this is Asian session right here. I'm going to be marking out the highest point, which is there, and I'm also going to be marking out my lowest point, which is here. And as soon as I mark out my highest and lowest point, what I need to do now is identify which part of price actually gets liquidated first. Is it the highs or the lows, right? So if we do check price here, we're going to see which one of these two actually gets liquidated, and as you can see, the lows have completely been swept, right? So and as soon as we get a liquidity sweep like this, what we need to do is mark this out as a liquidity sweep, right? After we get in the liquidity sweep, what we need to do is look at the market structure shift. We need to find a breakage of structure where fractional highs / fractional lows have completely been swept, and then we can reinforce our market structure shift with an engulfing candlestick if it's possible, right? So what I need to do now is make sure that we actually do get a fractional high that gets swept easily so we can actually move on and mark it out as our market structure shift. So if I do play price forward, there we go. We just got a very big candle right here, which we will actually count as our engulfing candlestick, right? So as you can see, if I just mark this out right, this is our engulfing candlestick right there, and this is exactly what we needed to actually mark this out, right? So as you can see, this is our market structure shift. And I'm going to be explaining what a fractional high and a fractional low actually are later down in the video, okay? But as soon as we got this, now what we need to do becomes very simple. We need to just identify a fair value gap, and then we overlap the fair value gap with the market structure shift to get a higher probability, and from then on we can just execute the trade, right? So I'm going to mark out my fair value gap area, which will be from here to here, from right there to there. As you can see, I'm going to be naming this fair value gap. And once I actually do name this fair value gap, all I've got to do literally from now is enter our site. Okay, we're going to be entering our position, sorry. That's all I'm going to be doing left. But look, if you're a serious trader, or if you're tired of always failing challenges, listen, I've got the perfect solution for you. Because if you join the Forex family now, you can get results like Sandra right here. You got a 2.3k payout. Or just like DeMarcus right here, who ignored us for 3 weeks until he came back, and then literally we got him 2 payouts within 1.5 months. Okay, it's so easy. We can just pass your account, completely manage it, and get you payouts, and we only take a percentage of the payouts, and that's how we get paid. Okay, so make sure you join the first link in the description because there are only 5 people allowed in per day, so do not miss this chance because this is the only opportunity you have to actually make it profitable this year. Right, so what I'm going to be doing, placing my actual position there, placing my stop loss just at the bottom of the fair value gap highlighted area, and placing my take profit at least a 1-to-3 risk to reward ratio. Okay, as you can see, it's already crossing Asian sessions highs, so we can't really put it at Asian sessions highs because it won't be a 1-to-3 then, but just make sure that it is actually marked out as 1-to-3. Now I'm going to play price forward. As you can see, it's just entered twice in there, and that's very amazing because you can see price automatically reverses all the way towards the upside, and now it goes up to completely, if I just extend this right here, it goes up to completely smash take profit, right? So if I just keep playing price forward, you can see right there, take profit has completely been smashed. Okay, so that's exactly what we want to see. We could have easily gotten a 1-to-5 or a 1-to-6 or a 1-to-7 trade from this. Okay, so it is very easy to trade the strategy, but if you don't know the fundamentals, then you will never know how to trade it. So I'm going to show you the fundamentals of the strategy right now and how to actually see it just within lines, right? So as you can see, now we have a lot of lines lined up. What I'm going to be doing is marking out my time frame. So that's 7 a.m. right there. What I'm going to be doing, this is Asian session right there, and this would be our 7 a.m. time frame, right? So this is our 7 a.m. and this is our Asian session. And now what we need to do is mark out the highs and the lows. So we're going to try to do this without actually checking the checklist, right? Like this. And now what I'm going to be doing is literally waiting for price to sweep one of these 2 areas, right? So if it sweeps the lows, we're going to aim to take the trade towards the highs. If it sweeps the highs, we're going to do the same thing towards the lows, right? So let's say it swept the highs, for example, in this instance. For example, as you can see right there, highs have completely been swept. This is our liquidity sweep. I'm just going to put some dollar signs to mark out our liquidity. And now what we need to do is look out for a market structure shift, right? So earlier I said I'm going to explain what a fractional high and a fractional low is. I'm going to explain first what a fractional low is for this instance, and I'm going to explain what a fractional high is. So fractional low is very, very easy, right? So it's literally just a series of 3 candles, right? Fractional low is a series of 3 candles. The candle body doesn't actually matter. The most thing that matters is the candle wicks. Okay, so you need to make sure you're looking at the candle wicks for this, or you will not get the strategy right. So as you can see right there, there's a wick. Let's say this is like this, and let's say the bottom has a very, very low wick, right? So this is the series of 3 candles, and as you can see, the candle in the middle is the most important one, because that is the one that we're looking for the market structure shift. And as you can see, the candle in the middle is the fractional high, because the wick is the highest out of the 3, and that is what we will actually be marking out. And it does go the same for the fractional low. So if the fractional low, if it was the lowest wick, there we go, that would be our fractional low. But this doesn't work in every candle pattern. It has to only be the middle candle of the 3 that is the lowest or the highest for it to be a fractional low or a high, right? As you can see, that would have been an easy market structure shift right here. And now all you got to do is literally wait for the market structure shift. And as we got the market structure shift, now we're just waiting for the fair value gap. So as soon as the fair value gap actually gets marked out, what we need to do now is name this fair value gap. So make sure you do actually name this so you don't get confused, or you do actually fail the strategy, okay, and then you won't be able to trade it, right? All we've got to do from here on out is short position this like this, place on our stop loss. Because it is a very tight fair value gap space, what we're going to be doing is leaving a little bit of breathing room right here, and then we're going to be putting our take profits to our agent sessions lows. So as soon as that's done, all you've got to do is wait for price to actually tap back into this area, enter the fair value gap, go back down, and completely smash take profit, right? It's very, very easy. It's very simple. Anyone can get this strategy, but without my guidance, you won't be able to get it. But if you ever think that you can never get a strategy down, or you're always failing challenges, you can never get a winning trade of like 3k 5k, that's so easy for us in our actual Discord, in our actual Telegram right here. If you join the Telegram chat, you'll see all the results that I'm talking about. But anyway guys, that's gonna be the end of the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.